Good morning, everybody. My name is John Eischen, Executive Director of Rochester Area Builders. Welcome to our first in a series of webinars about the Member Information Center, also known as the MIC. You'll be hearing us call it the MIC the rest of the time, but that's what it stands for. It's how you can get the most out of your membership with RAB, take control of your membership, make changes, et cetera, et cetera. So if you have questions as we proceed today, just type them in the question box. I will be watching for questions, or you can put them in the chat window and we'll answer your questions as we go. I'd like to introduce the team at Rochester Area Builders. We'll start with Audra Baldwin, who is the Plan Room and Website Director. We have Rebecca Fierst, Membership and Education Director, and Shelley Ballman, who is the Publications and Special Events Director. That's your team at RAB from a staff standpoint. I'm going to hide my face and watch for questions. With that, I'm going to turn over to Shelley.
Hi, and welcome. I'm going to talk to you about the MIC as far as your the different types of users, and different types of users are your billing, primary, and standard. The billing contact is typically your accounts payable or your administrative assistant, somebody who you want to receive invoices from us and pay invoices. A billing person can also make changes to your employees and personnel within your MIC, which is the Member Information Center, or we oftentimes refer it to you as the member portal. Your primary contact in the system is your primary person who you want to receive all of our information, be the main contact between Rochester Area Builders members and staff. And then we have the standard user, which is your remaining of your personnel. So with that, the primary contact, they can make changes to your account. So to get to your account, to get to this screen, you will go to the main website, and you'll see here your member login. And with that, you will get to this screen. If you are currently receiving our publications, you will have we have your email, and you'll be able to create a login. Or if you've already been there, you can just log in from this screen. If you're not receiving our publications, or you have employees that you want to add, you just send an email to any one of us, and we will get your email in the system. When you log in, you'll come to this screen. This is where you can make changes, pay your invoices, see other communications or important links that we've put here on the side here. So if you are a billing person or a primary contact, you will be able to see the employees here. If you have a checkbox here, that means you have permission to make changes. That's important as far as you want to keep this up to date with your current staff or add. If you want them to have a publication, get any of our communications, you'll want to make sure you add them, because they can go in and log in for events. Such as like the golf event, which typically has trended in the past, sold out within 48 hours. So if you want them to be on top of things and to be able to register, you'll want them in the system. A standard user cannot add or remove any of the employees, but they can make changes to their own account. A primary, so we can give anybody primary permission. So if you're a primary contact, you can contact us and let us know that you want, say your administrative assistant or somebody within your company, you want them to have the same responsibility or same information to be able to change it as we can do that without making them the primary person that people contact. One thing about adding people into the system is then they receive everything, but also they can unsubscribe to our public or any of our communications. Once you unsubscribe from an email, you're unsubscribing from everything. So if you are the, for an example, home show contact, and you register for a booth or need to do that, and you unsubscribe from a newsletter, you will not receive anything from us about the home show, and you could miss out on getting your booth. We don't, when it comes to primary contacts, we don't allow you to unsubscribe from emails. Audra will contact you if you do, just because we want to make sure that you're receiving all of our information. Does anybody, if anybody has any questions, or nobody has any questions, I will hand it over to Audra.
Okay, hello. So this is, I'm going to be talking to you about changes of your information. So first off, you can see down here, we have some marketing opportunities and profile enhancements for 2021. These would have been sent to you via email, but here they are as well. And they're also available under resources here. But one of the things we wanted you to be sure and note is that when we ask you to update your information, that's what you can do. So you can update your company information here. You can also get at it through this spot over here. And the same with the personal information and personal information here. So you can edit a lot of the normal stuff here. And as Shelley pointed out, you can edit the employees. But you also should look here for categories. These are the categories that you are currently that is assigned to your company. Most of them you chose yourself. If they're wrong or you've changed or something along those lines, give me an email and we can work that out, or you can give me a call and we can work it out. You are not allowed to change it on here because of the levels that you may or may not be at. So every member starts off at a standard level for their profile enhancements, and you get up to 5 categories. So as you can see here, that top one there is the primary category. That is the roster category. We use that as a 1 per company so that every company only has 1 in that spot. But then you can see there's 5 categories there. And so each member gets 5 categories, up to 5 categories as a standard member. If you want more than that, then you have to go up to the next level. And back to here, it is this stuff that will explain to you what you get with the additional levels. So I mentioned that. So if you go to the next level, you can have up to 12 categories. And there are 4 levels of information with that. So you could add logos and stuff here, but that's not available unless you upgrade. So we have standard, upgraded, enhanced, and premium, and they are each at a different price. And that is what I have for this section. Is there any questions about this stuff before I send it back over to Rebecca? Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to share a bit about how you can find our events for Rochester Area Builders and how you can register for them. So if you go up to the top here, you'll go over to the third tab, you'll find events. Here you have a listing of everything that is coming up. So if you are interested in a Remodelers Council meeting, then you would click on the more details for the Remodelers Council, and then you'll find more information on what that meeting will be about. So see all the details here. And some meetings you can register for them, some aren't necessary. So that's where you'd register for that particular meeting or event. If you go back to the original page, if it's easier for you to view in calendar format, you can also search that way. So you can go through here. This is a great spot if you're wondering when, where the next networking night might take place, who's hosting it. You can come on here and we'll have all that information in here for you. It's also great for our featured events such as our showcase of homes, our home show, education classes will be on here as well, and those are where you can register. Oops, excuse me. And then if you go back to the events page again, over on the left-hand side, you will be able to see the events that you are currently registered for, if you've registered for any as well or already. So that's where those will be listed, so you can see what's coming up. And then also the events that you may have attended. So you can go back and refer to those. If we have a meeting, a committee meeting that may be canceled, you will see, we will note them here. So it's a great spot to look for any events coming up, whether it's a committee meeting or a public event or a big member event. So with that, that is all I have. So I will pass it back over to Shelley.
Okay, we're going to talk about billing and how to set up your payment profile and your pay your bills and download invoices. So when you log in to the main screen, you'll see if you have a bill to pay for, you'll see this pay button right here. So if you click on that, it brings you to the billing. It shows you an invoice that you can pay. You can select the amount you want to pay toward that invoice. For an example, is if you only owe half, if you're putting your down payment on your home show, you can put that amount in there and make the change. You just need to click on the invoice and the total. So to set up a payment profile, you'll need to come here, and I wanted to make a comment on this, is that something new we have is you can have automatic payment set up for, if say you select to do the new monthly option for your membership dues. When you're setting up your profile, which you need to have a something in here in order to have that option for monthly or for yearly, but there's a box here. This will notify us that you have selected the monthly option. So when you set up a payment profile, if you don't check the box, then you won't be enrolled in that. But if you wanted to be, you need to check that box. If you want to have automatic payments set up with your payment profile for the yearly option of the of your membership dues, you'll need to notify one of us in the office, and any of us can set that up for you. But in order to utilize that feature, you need to have a payment profile in here. But you can make payments on your portal account. You can check your transaction history. This is where if you even paid with a check in the office, you mailed us something, it will be here in this area right here. So if you have any questions about your invoices or want to see or reprint, you can do that right yourself from the MIC. You don't need to have us resend it to you or any receipts. You can print all that right here. If you have any questions about, if you do have questions after reviewing, you can contact John in the office. He's currently handling our accounts payable. So I think that is my part. I will send it back to Audra.
Okay, hello again. So I'm going to be talking to you about the MemberPlus app. A lot can be done through the app, but first you got to find it. As you can see, this icon here, hopefully you can see my mouse circling this, the one with the two people. That's the MemberPlus app, and this is the REB Events app. So this is under our name in the App Store. So if you search for Rochester Area Builders, this is the one you're going to find. That's a great one in regards to our events. But today we're going to be talking about the MemberPlus app, and that is created by MemberZone. So you have to search for MemberPlus app. But this is what it would look like. There is some advertising space available, and these are some buttons here on the home screen. But there's also the hamburger, 3 lines, and these are the options that go down the line here, and we're just going to go through them so you can see what they look like. The community feed looks like very similar to a lot of other social media community feeds. You can like and comment on the things that are happening there. This is the business directory, which is very helpful. You can see a list of all our active members and reps by what company they are. Here we have our events calendar, very similar to what you saw on the MIC. You can see what meetings are there, what meetings have been canceled, and where they're being held. And then we do have hot deals and member-to-member specials. So the hot deals are basically the same as the member-to-member specials, except that those are available to the public, and the member-to-member specials are only available to Rochester Area Builders members. Then we also have the job search, which you can see there, the active dates, the job description, who's posting, as well as our news blog posts, which include, as you can see here, our newsletter. So that's a link to the monthly newsletter. And then at the bottom here, we have resources, the MIC, and app info. So both of these will these two specifically will send you back to the MIC, and you will log in that way. So that takes you back to here. And just as a quick reminder, for the app, when you first log in, it may give you a sample login. That will not give you the same results as if you have your own. And the login that you use on the MIC is the same as you would use in the app. So if you have any questions about that, please let us know. Otherwise, I believe that is time to swing it back to John.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for attending today. This is just a really broad overview of the Member Information Center, but just to reiterate the importance of that, you are in control of your information, so you can make any changes that you want, and everything that's in the MIC pulls into our website. So if you want to make sure that all that information that's displayed on our website is correct. You have that in your control. And we do have lots and lots of traffic on that website with the general public looking for members to hire. So it is very important. We will post this on our YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel. Just subscribe to that if you haven't yet. We replay all of our webinars on our YouTube channel. So that will be posted soon. And keep an eye out for information on our next webinar. And thank you for your attendance, and enjoy the rest of the week. And we will see you in person at some point in time, I promise. Have a great rest of your week.